that first double was getting down?
I wasn't sure. I knew I had gotten it okay, but obviously was a little hesitant about it. But the thing that I did see was I saw Soto was playing in, and he broke back pretty hard, and so I thought maybe it had a shot because of where he was playing to start.
Brandon, both teams are still very similar to what they were in October.
Yeah.
Obviously, this doesn't make up for a playoff loss, but feel good to get, show that you guys are right there with them still.
Yeah, it feels good to always get a series win. What happened in October, it happened, and I think guys have learned from it. We kind of fell on a time right then when we weren't very hot, and they were, and they did very well against our good pitching. Able to come out and win this series, but by no means is that the end of things. We have to go out to Oakland and try and win a series there, and just keep trying to do what we do on a daily basis and grind and win ball games. So this team has very high expectations, and we do that by trying to win, one day at a time.
How big a challenge is a 10-game trip out west of all places this early in the season?
Yeah, no, it is. It's going to be, a challenge, and I think these guys are up for it. A lot of guys, we have a lot of veteran guys on this team that understand that these trips are important, and you want to be able to start out on the right foot and finish on the right foot when you come back from the West Coast. So this will be very important, but like I said, we have to take it one day at a time, and these guys are really good at that.
There's a couple of 2-out hits today. How important were those?
Yeah, they were huge. We've been yesterday we were just like one big hit away, from kind of letting that game kind of go our way, and so I felt like today we kind of got those big hits, and obviously I think that contributed to the outcome of the game.
You had obviously drawn a ton of walks in the first few games.
Mm-hmm.
What's been the key just to squaring up the baseball over the last few days?
Yeah, just continuing to work and put in that consistent work each and every day, and trusting that the process is gonna work and it's gonna come. I've been putting the ball in play a lot and getting on base a lot, and just haven't gotten too many base hits. So was hoping and was confident that that would turn around at some point. So glad to have a little bit of luck today, and also some hard hit balls that found holes, and was able to contribute and help us win.
Thanks, Ben.
Tylor, Buck kind of alluded to the fact that after that first inning, you just kind of got after it and changed a little bit. What would you say? How would you describe the difference between the first inning and what you did after that?
Yeah, first inning was a little slow for me. I guess like mechanically, I felt a little off. Kind of just figured, start picking the tempo up a little bit. And I was a little north-south after that. Before I was getting a little low with my front side and wasn't able to truly get behind the ball and spin it up. After that, second inning was still, a little iffy, and then third through the fifth, I found my changeup and, let that ride throughout the rest of the start, and, it helped me a lot. Getting ahead of those lefties and, just applying ground balls and whatnot. So, threw some sliders in there, when I needed them, and, got outs.
What has been, overall your takeaway from these first three? What have you liked the most about your start to the season?
I'd just say more so the pitch count deal. Obviously today it came out in 5, but I was sitting at 80 pitches. Just being able to obviously have that chance of going back out for the 6th, and then obviously today was more so a situational kind of deal. Obviously didn't have my best stuff, and we wanted to go Rayleigh up in Soto. Completely fine. But yeah, just managing my pitch count well, and attacking hitters, and getting outs, and being able to have that opportunity to go deeper into games, which I didn't have too often last year or the year before.
How much more comfortable are you in kind of leaning on that changeup versus maybe when you first broke into the league?
I feel like I always had confidence with the changeup. It's more so overusage. Last year, I feel like I was throwing it way too much to where specifically lefties, knew probably in a certain count, changeup is coming. So now it's more so picking spots to use it. that, and like I said, throwing a slider more often and throwing a curveball now. So I got a little more open gaps to throw certain pitches, but found the changeup and it was really effective today.
You've been getting more breaks, more movement on the pitches this season. Is that a byproduct of just slowing things down a little bit, or is that a mental tweak that you had to make, I guess,
I mean, just changing around with grips and whatnot. I wouldn't say nothing's really changed as much. I mean, slider, just trying to figure that out. Make it a little tighter. Changeup's still doing what it did last year, the year before. Still firm, And yeah, I mean, just staying with what I've been doing, and I'm just trying to perfect that.
Pete, what do you like about what you saw this homestand? 2 series wins
right
after a tough series in Milwaukee.
I mean, I feel like that we played really good team ball. I mean, we pitched well, we played great defense, and I feel like overall we had a great team at bats. I mean, 1 through 9, we did a great job grinding down starting pitchers, getting deep into bullpens, and capitalizing on opportunities. And we're going to get better as the season goes on, but I feel like that going 4-2, this homestand was a pretty good bounce back after getting swept. So it's really good.
It's a small sample size, but you guys have beaten teams with John Catchers, Coach Dollars, Coach Snells, but you with Burns and pitch and these guys lost. What do you think that says about your offense and how you guys grind?
Well, I feel like our potential's through the roof. I mean, like you said, it's still early, but I feel like once we kind of get all clicking and kind of having some momentum built up a little bit, I feel like this could be a really good start for us and a really good test with the West Coast trip. But once we get our momentum going, I feel like that we're going to be an even more scary ball club. I mean, we have a really deep lineup. We put together really tough at bats, long at bats. I think that we have a chance to really get rolling here.
And speaking about the patience you've shown at the plate, has that made it a little easier for you to kind of reach that ball and hit the long balls like you have?
Oh, I mean, my job's simple. If they throw it in my area, do the best I can to capitalize. And if it's not my area, whether it's a ball or a strike, just don't swing at it.
Team defense has been pretty good too so far through 12 games, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing great defense. We've been playing great. I mean, pretty much all sides of the ball. I'd say this entire homestand. I mean, like pitching was great, hitting was great, and our defense. I mean, if we can play quality ball like this, I mean, we're going to be really tough, from now on.
Good challenge.
David, not all relievers, especially back end of the bullpen guys, are always comfortable pitching whenever asked upon. Has that been something that you've always been fine with, or has it been something you've adapted to over the course of your career?
I've adapted to it over the last probably 5 or 6 years. When I got traded back to New York from Chicago, I kind of had to jump back in that role of throwing whenever. And it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I feel like the game's changed a lot, and a lot of times managers are using guys in different situations, it's all depending on leverage or matchup or who they want to see you face against. So, I mean, like for me, I just kind of look at the game as that's how my role is now, is to pitch whenever it's called on.
Are you someone who, you're paying attention back there and saying, okay, this might be a spot earlier than normal that I might need to get ready for?
Yeah, I try to keep an eye on it a little bit. Just see how the game is, see how the score is. I kind of get that feeling that it could be me next up, so I'm usually prepared to go in.
Buck has talked often about how comfortable he is using you against left-handed hitters. Obviously, brought you in a big spot against one today. How comfortable are you in those spots over the years and now?
It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, these guys in the big leagues are good, so righty lefty doesn't matter. I just got to make quality pitches to get them out. I was fortunate enough to get through Soto today. I didn't have the best stuff I thought later on, but I mean, I was able to make enough good pitches to get him out.
Getting Soto and Cruz in 2 high leverage situations, does that make it even more satisfying?
I was lucky to get some outs there. I mean, kind of screwed up, didn't make a good enough pitch to Cruz and let him get on base, give him a hit. But a single's better than a home run. Just kept him off the board, that's it. I'm just fighting to get every out right there. We're so close to the end of the game. It's just do my job, get my 3 outs, and push the ball to the next guy.
How much fun has this been for you to start the year with this ball club and to be able to contribute the way you have?
Well, I've had a blast with them. It's a great group of guys. It's the other side of New York for me, so I've seen it from afar, but to be here, it's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it.
Buck was saying that when you're good at getting people out, you get to do it again next year. He's talking about you. What's it mean to you? Like 15 years now, you're doing this, like I said, all kind of roles. What's it mean to you to still be having this success so deep into your career?
I mean, I'm getting a little older. I've played through some tough seasons, and then had that big injury a few years back. But I managed to work my way back to the big leagues, and I still think I have good enough stuff to pitch here. So I'm going to continue to play as long as there's an opportunity for me, and my wife's happy with me letting me play. So it's kind of where I'm at right now.
Happy with the 4-2 homestand so far, going on this trip?
Yeah, 4-2. We won 2 series. That's great for us. I mean, sweeps would have been great, but winning a series is what we need to do. We can win series, we'll end up in the playoffs.
Yeah, when you came here, it wasn't as the closer. How have you adapted to the role, going back to the role that's so comfortable to you?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, like I've been, even last year, I was throwing 7th, 8th inning, 9th inning, extras, like whatever. It's all the same to me. I mean, you just got to go out there and get guys out. You can't overthink it.
When Edwin goes down in spring training, given what you just said, does that even, obviously it registers, but do you think to yourself, okay, I'm going to be in a little more high leverage now, or is it just kind of business as usual as far as you're concerned?
I mean, yeah, the day he got hurt, I don't think anybody slept that night. I was one of them, but you typically probably Edwin would be getting middle of the lineup a lot, and now it looks like it's going to be me getting pushed into that role sometimes. Ottavino's going to have to do the same thing depending on right and left. I think that's how they're looking at it matchup-wise. But it doesn't matter to me. There's nothing I can do about Edwin getting hurt. It happens. I was playing with Mariano when he got hurt, so things happen. You lose those superstars, and you just have to pick up the pieces and find a way to win ball games.